So this is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man, Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy, Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray. This is DopelivenTV Live. Let's start off by saying the views that are expressed on this DopelivenTV Live are not necessarily the views of DopelivenTV or its affiliates. Man, we got a good show for you guys tonight. Yeah, we do. Doing 3 or 4 different things over here, man. We've had, well, not us on the show, but there's been a lot of Michael Jackson impersonators out there. I notice I stressed the word impersonators, because those people that get up on stage and they try to do this, they try to do that, they're impersonators of Michael Jackson, the King of Pop. And, you know, when we talk about Michael Jackson, the King of Pop, we want to make sure that we put some respect on his name. You know what I mean? We want to make sure that it's given the right. Tonight, man, on the show, we have a gentleman who is not an impersonator. He's a tribute artist. And there's a big, huge difference between being an impersonator and being a tribute artist, and he's going to explain that to us. His name is E. Casanova. He's been around the world doing tribute to Michael Jackson, and we got him here on the show tonight. We're going to talk to him and find out his journey, find out what he does and what he's going to be doing, all right? And we'll get to that in a minute, all right? What's going on?
Hey man, what's going on?
You're back.
I'm back. Man,
He's back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yesterday was out.
Oh, we knew you. We knew it was. We knew you was doing your thing. You know, we cool. It's hard work. Good. Oh man, everything is great, man. We chilling. All right. What's up, Chris?
Chris,
what's going down, y'all?
We got it, man.
Chilling, man. Chilling. So, yeah.
You what?
OB with the B on his hat.
My wife.
He said B. Nah, man. I'm trying to hope these guys can at least win one. Come on. We ain't trying to get swept. I ain't saying we, but Cubs, I don't want them to get swept.
Yeah, it's been a wild one for them, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to get beat, but to get your ass kicked like that is a whole nother story. That's crazy, man. But shout out to the Las Vegas Aces, hometown Dana Evans and her team, man, doing their thing.
Oh,
you know.
And they're not.
And I was saying this yesterday too, man. It's funny. I find myself watching WNBA more than I watch NBA.
Isn't that crazy?
And the college guys, all right. There's another guy from Gary that got signed a contract with the Orlando Magic as well.
Yeah, Nelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So shout out to him. Congratulations, all of that, man. While we're waiting on E. Casanova, just want to find out a little bit, man. Chris, you've been real busy, bro. You ain't been here for a minute. What's going on?
Man, there's so much stuff going on right now, man. Setting setting the enterprise up, man, and back to doing and producing concerts and all that stuff, bro. It's just been busy.
Yeah.
Hectic.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah, it is a good day. It's a good thing in this day and time.
Yeah. That's why, and I always put family business out here with this with us, but I'm not gonna put this one out too much, okay? But I did get someone to say, well, had the question, where were you at? Is he still a part of the show? Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah. I mean,
who wouldn't think I'm a part of the show though?
Huh?
I said, who wouldn't think that I'm a part of the show? That I'm not a part of the show?
Oh boy, if you only knew. I ain't gonna say on here, but I'll tell you later.
Got it backstage.
Yeah. It's they ask questions. It's just what we do here at WPLN-TV Live is this, okay? We are synergetic here. There's a synergy amongst everybody that's on this show. We are all doing one another. We want everybody, because everybody has individual, even though we're here together as one, we got individual things that we're doing. All right. And we support that. So you may see, you don't see Mo for 2 or 3 days. Okay. All right. Mo doing something else. That don't mean he's gone. All right. Chris doing something else.
Hey, I just tell this, man, we like the 95, 96 Chicago Bulls, man, the greatest team ever. You know, we're in the same, my name are next to each other. We can never be apart from each other.
Tell them. I mean, and that's where somebody was saying something about haters and this and that. Okay, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm Mo. Mo is the peacemaker here, so Mo, you stop me whenever I'm going too far.
Yeah.
Anybody that's been on or a part of this 925, this dope living journey.
Yeah.
You want me to stop?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Hey, look, I've been waiting. What episode is this?
Over 1,000 something. Okay, but
it's over. So hey, look, it's over 1,000 episodes before you said 925. I was waiting on it.
But let me say this, man, because it's funny to me. Anybody that's been a part of Dope Living TV, this presentation that we have from the beginning on through, we over 1,000 something shows. I'm trying to put it right, Mo. I'm trying to say it right. You had the opportunity to be here.
Wait.
All right, now
hold on before you finish. Hey Mo, give them the
Yeah, please do.
Go ahead.
On this Dope Living TV are not necessarily those of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. If you don't like it, get your own damn show.
That's the point right there. Mo. You don't like it, get your own damn show, okay? And don't worry about what's going on here, because you had the opportunity to worry about what's going on here, but you don't have to worry about what's going on here. We good. We are good. We wouldn't be here if we weren't good. And so somebody might miss a day or two, a month. I missed 2 weeks. Team was still there.
I mean, I hop on. Hey, look. I watch from the crowd sometime and ask my questions and give my answers and all that.
Hey, you don't want no explanation? You don't want no explanation? I'm kind of airing some stuff out though.
And the crazy part about it, the guy in the upper left hand corner, if you're looking at it with the Cubs hat on, he wouldn't let me if I wanted to.
No, oh hell no.
And then if I tried to quit, the guy on the other side with his hat would take a flight to Vegas and have a real sit down with me.
Like I said,
yeah, man. You quit loaning people money like that, man. Come on, loan me some money,
dude. It's synergy. It's a synergy that we have, and we can laugh, talk, get mad at each other, whatever. At the end of the day, you're gonna see the 4 people, the core 4 people plus Steve. He's core now too. I'm not gonna limit him.
Right. And then we have the one single only sister, Gina. What's going on?
I'm about 5 sisters on here, aren't I?
All right.
Dude,
It's it's four brothers. It's four brothers and the queen sister.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. They can't get rid of us.
It's crazy. Yeah, Gina, I was
They
just
can't get rid
talking. I don't
of
know if you
us.
heard. I don't know if you heard any of that, man. But
I
somebody
was
asked.
backstage. See, I was being courteous. I was gonna let you bring me on, but you took too long.
Yeah, I wasn't because and like I said, Mo keep me honest. I just don't. I don't get why, everybody's had an opportunity. We had 13 people, 14, 25, 37 people on this show before. That's core people. All right. But
we was deep.
But I mean, to add to that, some of them have left and they're doing great things. Some of them have left and they just flopped on their face trying to do what we're doing, trying to duplicate what we're doing. It seemed easy on here. It seems easy. This is not an easy task. Believe me. You're talking dedication. It was a point where we were on 5 days a week, 2 hours.
Oh man, I remember that.
Hey Gina, you can't be out here throwing uppercuts to the people that's failing after they left us.
I was not throwing uppercuts.
Hey Chris,
I'm just being honest.
Hey Chris, you remember when I used to be in the truck? I used to be in the truck driving back away from Memphis and stuff. Yeah. In the audio, y'all can hear all that noise going on in the background. I had to mute my mic.
All of that.
Yeah.
We all been through it.
Dina brought up our tumor.
She said, wow. She called it a tumor. Hey, real quick. Is our guest backstage? He said he backstage.
No.
He's not backstage yet. Did you send him the right link, bro?
You sent him the right one, Chris.
Yeah, I sent him the right one. I sent it to him
He's
twice.
Not backstage.
All right, I'll be right back. Let me go help you backstage.
Yep. Make sure you got the right link. He might be on an old show.
Old link, yeah.
Waiting.
Yeah.
Old link in the dark.
But
right. He in the brown room instead of the green room.
I know, right?
Used room. We done used that one up already.
So yeah, it's one thing. It's one thing about me. Like I said, and you guys have changed me a lot as far as stuff that I say because I don't hold too much. But it's funny to me. Again, you had the opportunity to be here with us, to share this love, to see how Distinguished House Guild has grown, to see how the clothing line is going, to see how Mo does his stuff. Okay, you had the opportunity to be here, and you chose. Well, a few of them chose to leave. A couple of them had to be. What's the word, Joe?
Escorted out the door quietly.
Explicated. All right, but on the other side, when you leave, we still cool, but you don't need to know where Chris at, where Gina at, how come Gina ain't on the show, or where Mo at, how come Mo ain't on the show. You don't need to know all of that. We know. Mm-hmm. We know.
That's enough.
Okay, and we keep it moving. And we've proven that it doesn't make a difference what people say, the haters. We've proven that because we're well over 1,000 shows. So how many podcasts do you know have done 1,000 shows? Trust me, you're not going to find a whole lot of them. You'll find some, but you're not going to find a whole lot.
You know what? I looked at those numbers and thought about this. You're not going to find any major broadcasts that are over 1,000 shows. Because when you get there, that's when you go into syndication and all that other stuff. So, I mean, you're not going to find very many in podcast land doing this neither. So,
and the other part about this is that we stayed genuine, guys. We stayed genuine. We said we're going to help people to increase their platforms, to get their platforms out there and give it a different view, give it a different audience, and we've done that.
Yep.
We've consistently done that, and we don't ask you to do that for us. We don't need that. Okay, if you want to talk about us, fine. But as much as we've pushed everybody, promoted their product, promoted their brand, told everybody, go watch this, go support that, go do this. You think anybody has done that for us but a few. Okay, shout out to Marcus Jeter. He does it all the time, every day. Shout out to Amber. She does it all the time. Shout out to D Starks all the time, okay? And we support you. We support you guys.
Rachel, Gary. I mean,
Rachel.
Yeah.
But we're not here to. We're not waiting on nobody to support us. we do ours from the heart. We do this because this is what we are intentionally bound to do. God has given us this platform. God has given us the talent to do what we do and to talk about what we do and to make people feel at ease to give us and talk to us about their journey. We've talked to recording artists. We've talked to entrepreneurs, actors, movie directors, politicians. We've talked to everybody. And we made them comfortable talking to us. They haven't had to say, well, hey, I'm not answering this question. Let me get off of this and snap off, okay? We haven't done that. Genuine. And we have different, and the thing with us also is that we got different occupations. We got different genres of entertainment, of everything that we do. So with that, welcome to the show. All right, number one. Number two, again, there's been, because our guest is in the green room now, there has been a lot of Michael Jackson, Gina, ma'am. There's been a lot of, ma'am. There have been a lot of Michael impersonators, and I notice that I said impersonators across the country. A lot of them. All right, gentlemen, we have on tonight is not an impersonator.
A couple of them here in Nashville.
Let's keep it 100. He is not an impersonator, and I want to make that clear. He's a tribute artist. There's a big difference between being an impersonator and being a tribute artist. And we're going to let him explain that. Everybody say, what's up to my guy, E. Casanova. What up, man?
Welcome.
What's up, man?
Hey. Am I on now?
You are on now.
You are. You can cut your video on if you like to. Oh, you do got your video.
Yeah, I got the video.
Hey, your stillness is great, bro. I thought that was a picture.
I thought that was his still photo too. I'm like, wait, he just moved.
He didn't move.
I thought he was waiting on the music to come on and get right back, get over to one of them moves. Okay.
Oh no, I was in the other. I didn't realize it was separate links. I was in the other backstage from yesterday.
Oh, that's what I said. You're probably on the old link.
Yeah. Yes.
But
you're
anyway,
here now, so
hello everybody.
Bro. I'm gonna get comfortable here because we want to know all. We're gonna go up and down, inside and out. We want to know everything about E. Casanova. First of all, again, welcome to the show, man. Appreciate you giving us the time.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. Now, at the outset, man, I said that, there's a lot of impersonators out there. And you stressed the fact that you are not an impersonator. You're a tribute artist. Before we get into your journey, can you give us the the difference between an impersonator and a tribute artist?
Sure. My equation, I understand that impersonator is industry standard for so many years, but to me, an impersonator is somebody who walks around and suits up every single day, trying to fool the public into believing that they are that particular person. A tribute artist is somebody's like an actor. They portray a part. So you only get ready when you're called to go in for that specific part or role that you're going to do. So that's how you distinguish the two, in my mind, in my definition. So I've been pushing that narrative for years as a tribute artist versus an impersonator. So we're more so like an actor portraying a part. Be like if Jamie Foxx is playing Ray or whoever's playing that role, they only suit up when the role calls for it. Other than that, they just themselves.
Okay, absolutely. That's what's up. Okay, now that you guys know the difference, we can get on with the conversation.
Yeah.
So what made you want to do this? What made you want to, be a Michael Jackson tribute artist? Was it because of the looks that you saw similarity in your looks, or what was it?
Well, yeah. So first, let me get this out of the way. Allow me to introduce myself formally to everyone watching so they know and there's no, misunderstanding. My name is, as you said, E. Casanova. That's who I am. Never been known or addressed as anything else, no other names. There's other people out there trying to push that narrative because they want to, try to discredit you or dump salt in your name. A lot, we call them the Legion of Doom. We talked about the Bizarros out there. And so I am E. Casanova, born and raised, always been that. Casanova is a family name on my father's side, and my mom just decided some magically to merge together, and E. Casanova was born, and that's what it is, and that's what it's always been, and nothing else. I wanted to get that out of the way. Okay, so
okay.
Circling back to your question. My mom introduced me to the Jackson 5 rerun cartoons when I was 2 years old. They were the reruns that came on because I wasn't around when they first aired. I'm younger than that. And I immediately got the bug for the Jackson 5. She thought they were a relatable group that I could relate to at such a young age. Even though Michael was older, the Jackson 5 was a group that I could really relate to, which made a lot of sense. And she thought they were such a positive group, they could be a positive role model for me. And so I started watching the Jackson 5 cartoon reruns. And the first person I actually gravitated to, believe it or not, was Tito. May he rest in peace. Because I was into hats. And on the cartoon, Tito was depicted wearing the apple hat, kind of like what I have on now, but bigger, you know. But then of course Michael eclipsed that because he's such a enigmatic, such a charismatic draw. And he was the youngest. I began to fall in love with the aura and the mystique of Michael Jackson. But then fast forward, when I was 14 years old, I used to go to junior high school and I was bused to school. And I would be on the freeway in one bus and kids would be on the other bus looking, and they would be going crazy, pointing like going, you could hear them mouth, you could see them mouthing, but you couldn't hear anything, of course. And they're like going, pointing and stuff like that. So people started telling me in junior high school for the first time that I resembled Mike. So that whole draw, that whole wonderment of wanting to be on stage like the Jackson 5, like Michael. I mean, it's not a difficult, imagination or thought to see why you would want to do that. He was the greatest then. I mean, the Jackson 5 was hot out the box. Michael Jackson was a child prodigy, in the beginning. Their first 4 singles went to #1, as Berry Gordy had promised. I Want You Back, ABC, Love You Save, I'll Be There, out the box, hot. And they were just so cool, man. As we all know, they were cool, they looked cool, everybody had their part. The choreography was slick and smooth. Afro was on point, so it was a very easy, magnetic draw to want to be like Michael Jackson. So of course, when I finally got a chance to see Motown 25 when he did the moonwalk for the first time. Forget about it, man. Everybody, the whole world lost their mind on that night. Everybody lost their mind.
Yeah.
Very easy to see why. I mean, they remind me of like Christmas or just Christmas morning, like magic. It's just when you see them, they don't need special effects because they were always a special effect, from the Jackson 5 Triumph all the way through.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of stuff that what you gravitating towards Tito, if it wasn't for Tito, it wouldn't be a Jackson 5.
That's right. Yeah. Because if he wouldn't have broke Joe's rules and touched that guitar, and Joe said, boy, show me what you know, we may not have even never seen the Jackson 5.
Yes, it's history. Well, hey, look, Jackson would have, they probably, I don't know if they would have still, because Michael was so talented, you know what I'm saying? He
worked out some kind of way.
Yeah, he would have got on some type of way, but that 5-year-old, when he was 5 and did the talent show in Roosevelt High School, when he did that talent show at 5, that's what changed everything.
Do that. Yeah, but they had to do them first because they didn't want him in the group at first. They had to go to the talent show because at first it was just Jackie, Jermaine, and Tito, and that was it. Marlon barely made it in. Marlon barely made it in the group because he couldn't keep up with the steps.
He couldn't keep up. That's right.
He did have 2 reps.
So
Yeah.
with that, Cass, you and that's the other part about what you do. You know that you have the knowledge of the Jacksons as well. Did you ever meet any opposition? People saying, you know, even though the people said you look like him, you know, wow. Did you have the opposition saying, well, hey, what are you doing, or you're not going to make it? This isn't for you.
Not in the beginning, because everybody's just so mesmerized by the look of that you look like Michael until it was just people were just excited about that. No one ever was discouraging. Um, it only became to be bad with the competition and the haters later on, because you
Mm.
know the better people think you are, the more that they try to find a way to discredit you. You know, and the fans, a lot of them, I love the fans, a lot of them, but a lot of them are very toxic. And it's almost like the closer you are to Michael, the more they want to hate you or find a reason and pick you apart and say, well, he don't look like this, or he'll never be that. And they take it out of context. It's like, we're just, I ain't quite, I'm just a substitute teacher. I'm just here just trying to provide a little bit of magic, you know, in the absence of the king, the greatest to ever do it. And they say, well, you know, he'll never be better than Michael. We ain't trying to be better than Michael. You know what I mean? We
Right.
just trying to just create some magic and attribute the best that we can, because we love Michael and you guys miss him. And a lot of people never seen Michael live. So if you do it correctly, we're trying to give you that magic that we experienced and that we saw. That's it. No one's trying to replace Michael. You know, you can't be Mike. You can't be me, but you can't be Michael. Can't be Chris. Can't be Gina. Can't be Greg. Can't be the other brother. What's his name?
Mo.
Moby.
Mo B.
I had to look at the video screen.
Out of all.
Brother Mo, you know, so we just, but people get it twisted and they get all bent out of shape, and it's like, hey, we just, you know, as long as you do it correctly and you're not disrespectful, and while
Yeah.
in his image, you know, saying the N word and having a cigarette in your hand or a beer, Michael never came across like that. And those things bother me because I always vowed to protect the integrity of his legend. You know, you can't come out, you know, dressed like Mike doing that. That wasn't Mike. So that bothers me.
That's real cool that you really are really content on making sure that the integrity of his legacy stays true.
Yep.
You know, that right there is, because again, a lot of people get up and just do it, and again with the way that they do it is not really Michael. You know, how do you as opposed to other people that are trying to do the impersonation, how do you make sure that you keep that intact?
When Michael was around, it was a different tribute word. There was only a few of us in different regions that did it, that was considered at the top of our game. Um, but the tribute word is no longer quiet, it's loud. And to be quiet is to be invisible. And to be invisible is to be irrelevant. So it's very loud right now. And when Michael passed, and I know he can't rest in peace, but may he try to at least rest in peace with everything going around right now. Um, Everybody start coming out the woodworks, you know, trying to do Mike. They wanted to have that started.
Yeah.
Some of them, you know, okay. But anyone doing it to the good of Michael Jackson and what he stood for, I'm all for. But a lot of people out there, you know, are you know, they're singing in different languages. English is not their first language. They're white. They're not black. And it's just sometimes I say I bet Michael's rolling over in his grave right now, looking at that. Or more so, Michael, because he had that agape love. He had more that your grandparents type of love. Like even if you weren't all that great or whatever, you'd be like, "Well, that's good, baby. You're doing a good job." I don't think that he would. Keep on practicing, baby. That's good. You're
You
doing
can do
good.
one of these days.
You know what I mean? So I think he would be there with it. But for me, being a historian and putting down the craft, yeah, some of it is like, dude, that it's not you, man. And, you know, and people get mad when you are honest with him, but it's like, I know you love Mike, but man, that ain't you. That's not you, man.
So the question that I have is, I know this is probably one that's on your list, Greg, but the time you spent with Michael, can you talk about that and explain that to us? He's the one that stamped you as his #1 tribute artist. So can you talk about that?
I sure can, Chris. Thanks for asking. It was a bittersweet encounter when I first met Mike, 6, 7 years old. I think it was 85, 86. I had the opportunity and the honor to be brought in backstage to Captain EO. Michael was he was hurt. I'm a young kid, I can't believe that I'm there. I'm showing every tooth in my mouth. Can't believe it. So I go up to him and I'm like, oh God, I have all your records. I have the old ones. I even have Donnie Russell, Mr. Jackson 5. I have them all. And Michael goes, oh, you have the old ones too? And I said, yeah. He said, well, yeah, that's nice. You can go now. And I was like,
what?
Dude, my whole mouth dropped to the ground. I couldn't believe that that's what he had said to me. And I remember I went home and I hated Michael. Hated Michael, hated the whole. I was like, my mom was like, baby, it's
Take
okay.
all these posters down.
He was hurt. He didn't mean it, blah, 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 blah. Evidently, Michael got wind of that. And so fast forward now I'm 10, 11 years old. I get a call to go in for the reading of the Max Headroom style Michael Jackson for Back to the Future Part 2. And I was like, wow. And then everybody around me is like, wow, this is a great opportunity. And we find out that Michael, because he was affiliated with Steven Spielberg, and they had him all through that movie. If you see it, parts of Michael. He's the one that made that recommendation because he felt bad at what had happened before, and that's how I got the part. If you look at the credits and go through if you have time to wait through all the damn credits, you'll see Michael Jackson, Max Headroom, E. Casanova. So then I wanted to be Michael's stand-in for so long, Chris, for so many years. Where you're actually on the set, you got to be in all the lights and stuff, and then he comes in. But I could never get the job, and I couldn't understand why. Found out later, as you fast forward, people start telling me, Michael feels threatened by you. And I'm like, what? And I'm still a kid. I'm trying to understand what you're talking about, teens at least. And they say, yeah, he thinks you look too much like him. That people may mistake you for him. And I'm like, no. I said, well, I'll go out there and I'm part of the team. I want to be. Couldn't get through. Then they showed me his stand-ins, like Derek Morgan and people like that. Doesn't look a damn thing like him. Not even close. Like, Chris, you could have been standing. And they was like going, you see, this is what we're talking about. And he felt comfortable with that. And I was like, wow. So I ended up being this photo double, which means that whenever I did the part like Who Is It music video, I'm the one in the limousine, I'm the one in the Learjet. Remember the time, but Michael wasn't there on the set. But anything that needed to be finished or up close parts of this, that, and the other, I was called in then, but he wasn't there.
So you doubled in the Remember the Time video?
Yeah, but a lot of that stuff is not even worth talking about because it's supposed to look like Michael. You're not supposed to see, just like when you see a double in the movie, the stunt double. And then you got to really slow it down and look and say, he ain't had no afro. And, you got to really look. Eddie Murphy had no afro right there. You got to really study. But it's the dance scene on the floor, but it was like pickup shots. But the one with Who Is It, if you know me, in the limousine, in the jet, sleep, that's me. But, and then fans, again, the toxic ones, they get mad. What? That wasn't Michael? You mean we wasn't? It's like, dude, it's just, I just did the double. You tell them they get upset. So fast forward all the way through, I've been on that crusade trying to always get Michael's blessing and approval, let him know that I was not a threat. And then people would tell me stuff that actually met Michael face to face. They would say the difference is that you look like Michael, but he don't look like Michael. You look more like Michael than Michael. And I said, what are you talking about? They said in person, Michael looks more 3D. He's more his features and stuff are more emphasized in 3D. You look like how he looks in pictures and on video. But he doesn't look like that in person. And I'm like going, what? And they were saying that also was, right, Chris? They should say that was also the difference. If you know the Jacksons and you know Jackie and them, they got them really pronounced cheeks and stuff like that. But Michael really looked like that in person. I didn't understand it. It was sad for me. So then you fast forward, and I always been trying to get his approval and stuff. So in 2003, I got the opportunity to organize and present the key to the city of Las Vegas to Michael at the then Aladdin, now Planet Hollywood. A lot of fans don't want to give me credit on that. I notice in all the postings and stuff, they just show him with the mayor, but I never see them say, E. Casanova's the one that organized and put this together. Oh, good. I got the video for it. I know that I did. And so I was also able to obtain for that day the official Michael Jackson Day as observed in Nevada. But we could never do anything to commemorate that day because of Michael's trials and tribulations. You know, I reached out in 2008, and that was an anniversary for Thriller. Michael wasn't having it. Evie, the head of MJJ production, she was like, Michael's not doing anything for Thriller. 2009 comes up, and he has the O2 concerts. I reach out again. He was receptive there. He invited me to Carrollwood where he was staying. I told him what I wanted to do. Sheldon Allison, who was the owner of the Venetian, he was going to donate his entire convention center area for what I wanted to do to commemorate the day. This huge MJ Infinite Kingdom out of this world. And Michael was like, I love it. It's beautiful. I love it. And I was like, okay. He said, I'm going to have some time off doing the O2 and I can be a part of it. I love it. And I was all excited and getting ready to prepare it and everything. And then 2 weeks later, I'm on the phone talking to Frank DeLeo's assistant. And she says, wait a minute, Cass, let me call you back. Ambulance just pulled up to Michael's house. She said, but it might not be for him. It could be for anybody. Many people live there. So then she called me right back and she said, Cass, it was for Michael. They rushed him to the hospital. Now, being a historian, I still didn't trip because I know Michael has been known for health issues, you know, collapsed lung, you know, dehydrated, things like that. So I'm thinking it's just that. And then I see TMZ come on TV and they say, oh, Michael Jackson has died. And I'm like, yeah, right, because I don't trust TMZ. But then when Jermaine came on, he said his brother passed. Oh, God. A whole half of me died. Like I just dropped to the floor. I couldn't believe what I heard because everything I've ever done was to get the approval of Michael, to make Michael happy. That was it. And I couldn't believe it. And so that was like one of the worst days of my life until my mother passed away a couple of years ago. May she rest in peace. Nothing had compared to that loss, that kind of grieving for me. But rolling with him on his excursion and going down Las Vegas Boulevard and hearing him point out things like the mirage with the volcano and the dolphins. He said, you see that over there? He said, I created all that. That was my idea. The volcano and the dolphins. He said, but they never give me any credit. Because he always sounds like that. And then he said, Treasure Island, he said over there with the pirate ships and stuff, that's my idea. He said, but they never give me any credit. So those kind of things, and those are magic moments that I will always hold near and dear to my heart.
So with that, go ahead.
I was going to ask a question. So have you had any of the family sanction something like a J5 concert where you're involved as Michael?
From their perspective, I get why they have it. You know, that's why they chose Jafar Jermaine's son
Wow.
for the movie. You know, they want to keep it in the family, even though he looks like Jermaine, not like Michael.
Right.
My opinion, they squeezing the square peg into a round one, and I'm not hating. It's just an observation. You don't look like Michael, but they want to keep it in the family. I've always been told all my life I'm too close. So, especially after Michael passed away, it's a weird feeling to them, and I understand to have somebody that comes like even now. I'm not trying to look like Michael now. I don't know if I'm resonating, but maybe there's resemblance. You can see it.
I personally think that it would be an awesome thing if you did, a piece of the This Is It tour. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be an awesome opportunity, to bring it back up and put that super stamp on things. I've seen some of your, some of your shows and stuff, your performances and stuff, and I think it'd be great if you can get that This Is It, just one piece of it, not the whole thing, a piece of it, to give a tribute to Mike.
That's the same thing I said. Like I met Alejandra, Jermaine and Randy's ex, and I did a concert in Orlando, Florida, 10,000 seats at the Hard Rock, and she was there. And I mentioned to her just that. I said, I would like to do something, with the brothers. They're out right now. Michael's not here. Even if it's just one song that they're not doing in the show that he did, and I think the fans would love it. She said, so Pastor James, you would like to join them on stage and do something? I said,
exactly.
Just one song.
That would be awesome.
First she agreed to it, and then she said, oh no, can't. I said, why? She said, Jermaine. I said, what do you mean? She said, the worst thing Jermaine could hear is that, they had this tribute artist on stage and he was better than the brothers. And then he couldn't handle that type of publicity. And then I knew a guy you guys may have heard of named Majestic. He passed away too. He was a Jackson family friend. He was my advisor one time, and I mentioned the same thing to him. And he asked Jermaine straight out, step to him. And Jermaine was like, but he's not our brother. That's all he said. He said it. And he said, it's just for one thing, man. He said, yeah, but we're the real brothers. And so couldn't get it past Jermaine. So they didn't want to do it. The estate doesn't like tribute artists. That's another thing. For some reason, I went out, I got a call back for the Jackson musical on Broadway. Looked too much like him. If you look at any of the lead guys that are playing Michael in the musical, and I'm not hating, it's just an observation. They don't look anything like Michael, and that's how they want it. They don't want it to where which doesn't make any sense to me.
Doesn't make no sense to me neither. I mean, I know a couple of those artists. One of them's from Nashville, here in Nashville, Preston Scales. And
that would be huge.
Yeah. I'm the hologram at MJ1. Well, I'm not supposed to say that. But anyway.
Well, we can't cut it out now.
But can you I can imagine the publicity of people coming out and saying, oh, Michael Jackson isn't really dead. He would just perform here or there. I could see them looking probably in that direction and saying they don't want people to start rumors. They still saying Elvis is alive.
Yeah.
So can you imagine if you got on stage looking exactly like Michael, and for them to say he's not even dead?
That's not his fault.
You know what, Gina? And when Michael passed away, everyone was saying that E. Casanova's the one that really died, and Michael's still alive. They had photos all across the internet comparing our pictures, circling our features, the nose and stuff, and trying to show the comparison and said, I'm the one that died and that Michael's alive.
Wow. That's
crazy. I think the Jacksons are missing an awesome opportunity to kind of give some I guess healing to the world, because he was a superstar. He's gone, but he don't have to be all the way gone, and there's an opportunity for them to give some healing, some closure. It might close slowly, but to do these shows, I think would be an awesome thing.
Yeah, I thought it was crazy for them to do shows with silhouettes of
Right.
Michael. That was
Right.
just crazy. I would never pay to go see that.
No.
Well,
I'm
another thing too, and E, you can correct me if I'm wrong. If you ever saw the oh, can we talk about the Circus Olay, E Casanova, before I go into it?
You can.
Okay, so if you ever see the silhouette of MJ in the Circus Olay show one, that's
Hologram.
actually
Hologram.
E.
Hologram.
Yeah,
Hologram.
the hologram. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I mean-
actually E that's doing it.
So what gets me is that if number one, you're recognized, number two, you're already doing it anyway. Number three, I'm not sure, no knock against the Jacksons touring, but I'm not sure that that's getting a lot of publicity anyway. You got two 90-year-old men up there trying to do some
moves from the set.
moves to entertain. You know, I mean, why wouldn't it be, hey, if especially if Michael himself stamped you as the one that does it like him, why wouldn't they, why wouldn't they, you know?
You'd think they'd be looking at some of those dollars that they're missing too, at least.
Yeah.
It's a family pride thing. They have so much pride, and I don't get it either. I don't get it either. They know who I am. Tito was the only one while he was here that had me join him in a few shows when he was doing his solo thing. Shout out to Tito Jackson, and he was so cool, one of the coolest ones.
Yeah, Tito the truth.
Tito was always the coolest one.
Always.
Yeah,
cool.
he always came back to GI too. Always
Yep.
came back,
Yeah. But I've always been respectful with them. I've never come around them dressed like Michael, even when he was alive. In 2007, Michael invited me to Japan for a fan appreciation day that they were giving to Michael. And I showed up. And that was the first time I ever performed for Michael in front of him doing his songs. And I have a video where I'm doing the J5 medley, one of my favorite songs or performances to do. And I end on your back. And then you see Michael clapping in the audience. The camera pans to him and he's clapping, getting into it. Everybody clapping it. And he's all into it. And that felt so cool. And then the shot that you guys have up right there, that's us in Japan. And that's the first time he saw me dressed like him, like in person. And he was really cool about it. You know, his conversation was like, this is nice. This is a nice jacket. I like it. It's really neat. Like, it has a lot of weight to it, a lot of weight. Really good. It's custom, huh? I like that. It's really. And then he goes, okay, let's do it. Take the picture.
Hey, so E, we're
Cass, please. Cass, please. I hate E. Please, Cass, please.
I'm sorry, Cass.
That's okay. Yeah.
Correct me when I'm wrong. We're at 2025.
That's just like that Miss thing.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. But don't forget, you said Gina. Her name is Ma'am. All right, Ma'am.
Don't use either one. Don't use either one, bro.
We're here in 2025 now, okay? And I know that, you know, this is something that you're very passionate about. How do you continue this legacy, man? How do you continue this?
Okay, well, I have to give you the full story so you can understand.
Let's go.
After I lost my mom, 2023, I was grieving the whole entire year. Well, let me back up a little bit further. We had 2019 was promised to be a wonderful year for me. I got called to do a major concert in Australia, probably one of the only places I've never been to on the planet. And they were excited to see me. But then it was derailed because of the HBO special with Oprah and the two guys that are legend about all the controversy with Michael. You know, and Wade, he's from Australia. So that
we lost it.
From that tour alone. Then Teddy Riley, he was doing the Superdome in New Orleans, and he was doing the tribute to Dangerous. And he was going to have me come up and join him on stage.
Yeah, it was cool.
That part out as well because of the allegations that was happening with Michael. So 2019 was just a nightmare. Then 2020 came, we had COVID. Then my mom started getting sick. She passed away in 2023 because I had shut down after that, and I really shut down when she passed away. Then the following year, 2024, I got sick. I'm going for a routine doctor checkup, thinking everything is, just normal. And I'm told by my doctor, and this is the first time I'm actually saying this, I'm told by my doctor at that particular time, I can't believe that you're standing in front of me right now. Do you realize that you could die at any given moment? And I'm like, what? She said, please tell me that you will go to the hospital right now. I said, what are you talking about? She said, your body is in renal failure, which means that your kidneys are failing you. She said, your kidneys are operating at 4%. Your potassium is at 7. Do you know if it gets to 8 that you could just die? And I'm like, I'm a lifer. Anybody that knows me, I never want to die. Even talking about it makes me cry and tear up. I can't fathom not ever being here again. So she said, please tell me to go to the hospital now. When I went to the hospital, I was in there for 2.5 weeks. I was diagnosed with carcinoma cancer.
Goodness.
And that was in May. So I've been dealing with that ever since. Now, I'm not trying to go the regular, chemotherapy route because I don't believe in all that with them. I'm going the holistic route. And I've been waiting to, get the right funds to get the holistic medicine that I need to be able to essentially save my life. Keep in mind, right now, I feel great. Like I'm just waiting for, offers and think, because when I was in the hospital, I was thinking like, I need to do something to preserve my legacy. I can't go out like that. Like this just can't be. So right now I've been waiting for, different offers and things to come through because I want to go out and I want to share my story. I want to perform for the people. I want to tour around the world. Many people miss E. Casanova, but they really thought I was dead. They was like, where is he? Because I was on the low. I was all the way on the low. So now that I'm trying on the comeback, so to keep it going, I'm just waiting for because you meet a lot of $3 bills in this business. People who are fake, they talk a good game, they never have the money to put it through at the level that it needs to be. And there's a lot of, Thundercats out there doing their thing, a lot of producers behind them that believe in them, that are putting the money behind them. And they're out there doing it, some of them at a pretty high clip, I have something in mind that they're not doing, but it takes the money to be able to do it and the passion behind it from the people to be able to get behind me and do it. That's what I feel like I need to do to continue this. If I'm going to go out, I want to go out at that level, at the top like that. Even in my Facebook, I say, for booking, DM me. But you got to do like Michael said, if you're going to do it, go out there and do it bigger than anyone's ever done it before. And there's a lot of expectations for E. Casanova. They expect me to be at a certain level. Some people consider me the bar. I've heard, tribute artists say that. The GOAT, if you will. Very humbling to me. I'll never get used to that because I just see me as me. But that's how they look at me. Oh my God, you're the reason why I started doing the Michael tribute. I can't believe I'm meeting you. Just recently in August, a couple of tributes said that. I'm like, really? It's strange to me. But I think that's what I'll have to do to keep it going. Like I said, right now I feel fine, but I want to get out there and do it now while I feel fine. Because if something happens down the road where, this thing gets crazy and I feel like I'm not fine anymore, then I won't be able to do it. And it's funny about that. When people know that you have a terminal illness, it's like people fade to black. They don't rally around you and really to help you. Prayers, this, that, and the other, that's all great. But, we need more than that to be able to preserve whoever it may be to keep them alive if you really care. I always said, if 1,000 people contributed $5, you got $5,000. I mean, I'm just saying, whatever it may take. But I know the doctors to go to out of Africa, get the medicine that I need to sustain me. It's a certain amount of money. but I want to go out there and perform for the people. I still got a lot in me, a lot to do. I'm a humanitarian. I have that agape love like Michael, that, sacrificial love that you just, every level, you just really give a damn. I think it was just in my DNA. And that's what I need to do to be able to keep this thing going. But it has to be at that level. Otherwise, I'm not interested. And people don't get it. These people that I mentioned, their show looks like $1 million show, $1 million show. Not 50,000, not 100,000. It looks like 1 million. Some of them are replicating. I showed Chris replicating Michael's concerts, Bad, Dangerous, and History to the T. I mean, they may not look like them or sound like them, but the show overall looks very close to Michael's show.
Yeah.
And so it takes that kind of passion. I know people mean well, but I just haven't met the people with the money yet that are really true blue to get behind you and make it happen. And that's all it takes, is that I've been close, but I haven't done it. So you heard it here first.
We heard it here first.
I have carcinoma
We heard
cancer.
it here first. Definitely.
I never said that to anybody. And yeah, that's where it's at. I'm like, seriously? Me? Really? Person never drank, did drugs, alcohol, never in his life? Seriously? All right.
Hey man, look, our time has come. We get over, but you know what? We keep you in our prayers. Number one, we hope that you continue to do this, man. We appreciate you giving us the time. The story is not over, guys. We got to get you back on here because we didn't even touch half of a quarter of what we wanted to talk about. But hopefully you give us another opportunity to talk to you and get some more information about this journey about being a tribute artist to the King of Pop, Michael Jackson. Okay, Chris, you got anything you want to say?
World's greatest.
Man, look, it's like I said, it's a pleasure. I'm glad, Cash, you came on. You know what I'm saying, and gave people a chance to know, one, that you're still out there doing your thing, and two, you know what I'm saying, that you're still the #1 Michael Jackson tribute artist out there. Like I tell people all the time, it's a lot of people that don't know that picture of Michael Jackson with the white hat. That's not Michael Jackson. That's E. Casanova on all them T-shirts. So they need to break off. They need to break off E. Casanova some of that money.
Wesley Snipes had a great line in White Man Can't Jump, and it's true. He said, "It is hard damn work being good." Like,
yeah. Oh yeah, and another thing people don't understand.
With little, you could just suck with little effort, but to be good, to be crisp.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Another thing is people don't know that E. Casanova actually sings his lyrics. There's no tape. It's not MJ. That's E. Casanova singing. Wow. So it's a lot of people that don't know that part.
Why? Tell them that it's human nature. Why does it feel me that way? They say, why? Ooh, down. Yeah, I sing live.
Oh yeah, he sang all his stuff live, everything. And then I mean, with myself, before we get up out of here, man, October 25th, it was just announced today. Versus is back. Cash Money versus No Limit out here in Las Vegas. So that's happening October 25th, November 8th. Jadakiss and Trina out here in Las Vegas at Cox Pavilion. And then November 20th through the 23rd, I'll be in Orlando for a music conference and, you know, seeing people and musicians and artists out that way, you know, give them insight of the music business and stuff like that, man. I'm out there with Gravy that played Biggie. Who else is going to be out there? Man, it's a whole lot of people. I can't even name everybody. My partner AR, my partner Monty with Fortune and Fame Management. We just gonna have fun, and then going into December, man, I got a huge announcement I'm gonna make, but I'm gonna hold out till they get closer to December.
You always hold them announcements, man. Don't hold them.
Hey, look, I can't put everything on the table. We'll be on here for another hour.
Yeah.
You know. All right, bro. We got you. Mo, what you got, bro?
Man, this has been a pleasure tonight.
Yes.
Bruh, if I had the million to put your show on, I know it just has to happen one time, and then after that, it'll have its own gas. I just know that one time, that first time. And that's I wish I knew somebody that had that kind of gumption right now. I know some folks, but I don't know them like that. And I put it behind you myself if I had it, you know. But I appreciate your whole lot, Cass. I'm sorry, E. Casanova. I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate your whole lot, man. I really dig what you're doing. Please keep doing what you're doing. Maybe. No, I'm not gonna say maybe. I say, well, I know one of these days somebody will do what they're gonna do. All right.
Thank you so much. Many people say that. You know, I hear a lot of people, man, if I had it, brother, I get
No, I'm real genuine with it. I do promotions. I just don't have them kind of promotion money.
I know.
I'm here in Nashville, Tennessee, so it's music money all over the place. It's just that I don't have.
I'll be down there in Nashville, November 16th. I'm doing Just Breathe a benefit concert. I'll be in Nashville.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Have you ever been here before that?
I don't know. It depends on how they fly me out or what they want to do. Also, I wanted to say really quick, I got a call back to be in a new Lee Daniels film. You guys know Lee Daniels.
Yeah.
The Delivery, Empire, stuff like that. I have a call back for 14th to 16th for a lead role that I went out for to be in a new film with Lee Daniels. So I hope I get that part. They fly me out to LA.
You don't get it.
So, you know, I do more than just my. Yeah.
You put it out there, it's done, bro. You put it out there, it's done.
Yes, man, it was a pleasure having you on. I mean, the whole package is here, not just the looks or just the voice. You have it all. I'm telling you, the doors are going to open. Just be patient. God has a way of having us to come into where we're supposed to be when we're supposed to do it. So don't get discouraged. I know it's a lot of hard work. I'm in a field right now where it's a lot of hard work, but don't get discouraged. It's going to happen for you. A lot of doors are going to open for you.
Gina, I appreciate that, but I have to comment on the be patient thing. You know, when I have a saying that says, when does faith become delusion? When you've been on a journey for seemingly 3 decades, I've been performing since I was 16. You know, I'm in my latter 40s now, you know, that's where I'm at. And I mean, how much patience can a person, you know what I mean? It's like you're chasing the waterfall.
As much as needed.
At some point,
we have some very popular people that have been out here for 20, 30, 40 years. And, you know, they became famous later on. And they were pushing and continuing that uphill battle, but they made it. They made it.
Yeah.
As long as God tells you to keep pushing.
Yeah, well, one of the things you got to use when you talk about patience, you can't be patient on the treadmill, because even though you got motion, you only moving in one spot. You got to really have that motion with the patience. If you do the work, your patience will turn into the goal that you're looking for. Always.
Right.
Always.
Yeah. Let me ask you guys a question. You guys know about shooting pool, right? The billiard, the pool.
Yep.
You ever try to play pool with a rope?
Right.
Wait, come again. Do that again. What you say? Play pool with a rope.
You ever try to shoot pool with a rope?
No.
You get nowhere fast. So yeah, I mean, I'm the most patient person, but man, I'm telling you, after a while, it's like really, and then you get sick. There's terminal illness. It's like, oh, come on, you know.
But you know, we go through everything happens for a reason. All right, this could be your greatest moment getting ready to come up. Okay, bro, we got you here at Dope Living TV Live, man. We support you 100%. Definitely, Dope Living, man. Dope living means good living. Okay, that's what we do, man. So we have your back, man. Whatever, give us, whenever you're doing something, we're going to promote it, push it with our audience. And our audience, it's growing every day. So, hey, man, again, our prayers are with you, not just for your health, but for your success. You already spoke that Lee Daniels joined into existence, so it's going to happen. So,
yes, sir.
Hey, we there for you, bro. So thank you for coming on, giving us the time, and sharing your journey with us. We appreciate you.
I appreciate you so much. Thank you guys for having me. It's been an honor.
No doubt, man. This is Dope Living TV Live, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? Peace.